Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to show you guys all of my workout gear, or all the stuff that I use during my workouts and during a meet. I kind of showed it in a video of what I pack for my meet, but now I'm gonna kind of go into detail of what they are and why I use them, and the brands that I use as well. So let's get started. With my shoes. So I've had these shoes. They're actually just little boy wrestling shoes. I've had them pretty much since I started like really lifting weights. I got them when I was bodybuilding because I have flat feet, and then plus they're a little bit grippy on the bottom. So doing bodybuilding, I was a little obsessed with the leg press machine, and it helped me stick to the platform, and so my feet weren't sliding. And then Tony just recently got me these shoes. So they are Adidas lifters, because when I was squatting, my heels would come up off the ground. So obviously I am stretching my calves and my Achilles, but these just help me not have to really worry about my heels coming up, because now they're already up a little bit. So they seem to help a lot with my squats. I mean, I've been able to squat 300 in the gym pretty consistently, which has been my goal, and I don't think my heels are coming up. So that's always really nice. And then let's go ahead and move on to my knee sleeves. So I actually have a lot of different pairs of knee sleeves. These ones are my favorite because they're pink, obviously, and they're the Strong brand from Mark Bell. And I also have like the slingshot pair. I have another pair of the Strong, and then I also, what other kind? I have Iron Rebel knee sleeves as well. One, because I like the different colors, and then sometimes in different federations they don't always accept these ones, so I got the Iron Rebel ones. And then if you guys have been watching my videos, then you know that I've been actually wrapping my knees now for my squats for my past two meets, or my past meet and then my upcoming meet, the US Open. So these ones are from Pioneer Fit. They're awesome. They are Tony's, and then I've just been using them. And then when I'm squatting, I also wear wrist straps. So I use the Gangster wrist straps from Mark Bell, and you can find all of his gear at howmuchyoubench.net. I'll make sure to link everything below, but I use these ones when I squat. I also have a camo colored pair, but they're pretty flimsy, I guess. Not flimsy, but not quite as stiff, so they're really good for squats. And then I also wanted to show you guys my hip circle. So it's from Slingshot, Mark Bell again. I use this when I'm warming up for my squats and my deadlifts. I'm sure you guys have seen some videos of me using it. Straps. So these are some straps that I mainly use when I'm doing bodybuilding work. It just helps me because I can wrap around the bar and my wrist, so it helps me just hang on better to the bar. So say I'm doing like reps of stiff leg deadlifts, I'll use these. That way I could do double overhand grip and not have to really worry about my grip, just focus on the exercise. And then these right here are some Pioneer wrist straps. I recently got these for my bench press. They're really stiff and sturdy, and they're quite a bit longer than my gangster ones. Difference in length with the Pioneer wraps and the Gangster wraps, and then these ones are just a lot more sturdy, where these are pretty flexible. So I got these wrist straps for my bench press because my wrists and my forearms started to get strained a little bit because I have little wrists and a pretty big bench press. I like to think that anyways. And so I got these ones to help stabilize my wrists and keep everything protected. And so far, everything's been really good. No issues with my wrists, so I'm happy with that. Definitely not least are my belts. So this one was my first belt, at least getting into powerlifting. And they're both from Pioneer Fit, and you can completely customize your belts. So I got this one. It's more of like a bodybuilder belt. So it's wider and then it gets narrow. Let me turn it so you guys can see. The belt part is more narrow, and then it's really flimsy and thin. It's not very stiff, but yeah, I love it. It works great. Now I only use it to bench in, where before I used it for all 3 of my lifts. But obviously, Kaylee Baby IFBB Pro is my Instagram name, so that's kind of why I got that. And when I ordered it, I had recently gotten my Pro card, so yeah. And then the inside of my belt says "Love Yourself," so that's definitely something that I try to keep in mind for myself. And then I am always reminding my clients to love yourself and love your journey. And so I got it on the inside of my belt because after I earned my Pro card, I had a really bad rebound, and to be completely honest, I didn't love myself. So getting back into the gym and starting with powerlifting with Tony, I needed to remember to love myself and love my journey. Belt. It's like wide all the way around, and this is my deadlift and squat belt. So this is my logo for my online training and nutrition company, K Fitness. I absolutely love it, and the inside says "Give it your all." So I was thinking about something or a quote that really resonated with me, and something that I think of day in and day out in the gym and outside of the gym, and that is definitely give it your all. When I'm in the middle of doing like a really intensive HIIT session, that is something that I'm like constantly telling myself. And then it's also something that I need to keep in mind with business as well. So training is easy for me and it's something that I enjoy. So it's not that difficult for me to say give it your all and then go and do it. But in business, it's a new thing for me. So giving it my all is something that I need to just always keep in the back of my mind. But I love both of them belts so much. I would definitely recommend heading over to Pioneer Fit, checking out his stuff on his Instagram. I'll make sure to link below, and order a belt. His work is amazing. So that is all of the stuff that I use in the gym and in my meets. And obviously I have like my water and my BCAAs with me and stuff like that. But when it actually comes to like equipment or gear wise, that is it. It seems like a lot, but it's not too bad because obviously I don't bring all of that stuff with me. On my bench days, I only bring my smaller belt and my Pioneer wrist straps. And then for my squat and deadlift days, I do have all of the rest of the stuff. So I have my knee wraps, my knee sleeves, my gangster wrist straps, and my thick belt, and both pairs of shoes. So that day, I definitely do have a lot of equipment in my gym bag, but I mean, I need it all. So it's all definitely come in handy, keeping me safe and protected and supported. So I'll make sure to link everything below, like I mentioned. That way you guys can get some of your own stuff and get into the gym and have amazing workouts.